So I left the next couple pages in here in case, you know, we did the class and it's been several days since you started these. The next few pages are all intervals. It's like having another textbook, right? Intervals. What are intervals? Quality and quantity and how to do those things. Calculating the intervals. There's a comprehensive table. So you can always look up an interval, right? How many half steps it is, what's it called. Okay. And then some practical concerns. These are rules that you can use to help you understand and do seconds, thirds, fifths, and then inverting to get all the other ones quickly. And there's the inversion table. This information is in your textbook, but I find it's more explicit and easier to follow than like this because it kind of goes through in order of what you think about. But what we're interested for this video is the last page of the packet. Okay, those were stuck in there. This was on in a weird order. Not sure why when it printed out that way. I'll go back and fix it for future generations maybe. So this is here, page 6 right here. And it's just another test like the last one. So, you know, hopefully repetition is just good for the developing brain. Let's start. So video cut out. We'll just go from here. Submedian to 6. So, and it's a major 7. So it's going to be A, C sharp, E, and G sharp. Scale degree 6 is A. Major 7 chord, right? Subtonic is 2. It's going to be on B flat. It's your diminished triad and minor 7 right there. Okay. Submedian is 3. It's going to be on F because remember we're in minor, not major for all of these. So we're thinking minor scales. It's going to be a major 7 chord, just like that. Okay. Leading tone on this is going to start on E. It's going to be diminished and a diminished 7th. Mediant is going to start on B flat. It's going to be a major 7 chord. Okay. Subtonic is going to start on A flat. It's going to be a dominant 7 chord. Right. Tonic is 1, B, D, F sharp, and then minor 7 on top. Okay. Subtonic 2, which is going to be there. It's going to be your diminished chord and a minor 7th, not a diminished 7th. Dominant here is going to be on B. Remember that we have the D sharp from the harmonic minor scale and dominant 7 chord. Subtonic 7 is D flat, F, A flat, and C flat right there. Okay. Oh, subtonic. No, I did it in the right direction, sorry. Subdominant is 4. It's going to be a B. Again, you just got to get good at thinking through your scales, going up a perfect fourth, knowing the scale degrees, that kind of stuff. Whichever one works for you. B, D, F sharp, and A minor 7 chord on B. Leading tone will be on E, double sharp. Let me explain this for a minute. Leading tone is a half step down from D sharp, right? The 7th down is going to be your E. If we took these sharps all away, it would be a whole step, right? So if I put this sharp back on, it has to be E sharp, still a whole step. To make a leading tone, you'd have to go E double sharp right there. Half step down, right? Or you could think of, this is an extra sharp from the harmonic minor scale. But now we can do this. So E double sharp, and then we have, I guess, G double sharp, and then B sharp, because that's your minor triad with a lower 5th, right? And then you'll have a D sharp. Oh, I've gone in the wrong direction. My bad. If you're looking going, I've calculated in the wrong direction, which is a classic blunder. It's C, right? That's going to be C triple sharp, because D down to C would be a whole step. D sharp, C sharp, still a whole step. It's just going to be C double sharp, right? Okay, now we can do this. C sharp, E, G sharp, and B flat, B. Right? Double checking this, right? Diminished triad, and then minor 7, right there. Sorry for making such a mess of that. Got distracted there for a second. C double sharp, E sharp, G sharp is your diminished triad on leading tone 7. B is your diminished 7th above C double sharp. Okay? Mediant, A flat. It's going to be A flat, C flat, and G. Tonic, A, C, E, G. Submediant is going to be B, D sharp, F sharp, A sharp. Okay, tonic is going to be A sharp, C sharp, E sharp, G sharp. Again, I'm just thinking minor 7 chord right there. Subtonic, dominant on the F sharp, A sharp, C sharp, and E for minor 7th plus major triad. Dominant is going to be on B flat, D flat, F, plain old D. A flat, subdominant is going to be on C sharp, scale degree 4. It's going to be minor, right? And there's my minor 7th. Leading tone, well, it's just going to be that right there. Let me just redo this one here for you down here so you can see it properly. If my key is D sharp, my leading tone is C double sharp, because C sharp would be a whole step down, and then the harmonic minor bumps it up one more right there, and then I make a diminished triad, right, like that, and then I make my 7 right there, just 3/2 steps down. Sorry for the mess up there. Concentration lap. It can happen to all of us. All right, there we go. There's your answers. Now, at the end of this, you might be much better than you were, or you might still be like slow in a certain area. You can be thoughtful about this and say, what is it that you need to practice? Is it that you don't know your minor scales at all, or is it that you have a hard time thinking through your scales, not in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 scale degrees, but you got to learn to jump around in there? Is it that when we get to like scale degree 4 or something like that, you don't know how to get there, or calculate up a perfect fourth? These are all things you could specifically target and just fix, right? This here was supposed to get you some practice, but remember, if you've got a bicycle tube, right, and it's got goat heads in it, there and there and there, you got to find the holes that it had and then patch those spots. So you might be exhausted after all these worksheets, and it's been good for you, but if you really want to get proficient now, ask yourself, do you know the anatomy of each of these chords? Do you know how to spell their triads and their 7ths? Are you still having problems with 7ths? We have that worksheet that we did before. You can go back and sort of work with that again, right? Are you unsure of how to spell minor scales, or what the names of these are, or what qualities they are at certain points, right? You can fix those things with just a little work. It is work, though, I acknowledge, okay? But it's well worth it. These skills and the ability to do them all together at one time feed into every sort of analysis, composition, and more than one style, classical, jazz, whatever. And if any of these things are gummed up or slow, it slows the whole process down. If 2 or 3 of them are really slow or uncertain, it makes it really hard to do. Analysis is not difficult, but it is complex. It's not complicated. It just has many parts that are individually, they need to be known and brought into play fluently together. All right, there's enough of that. I'll see you over in the rhythm dictations from the gauntlet there.